Hey guys, it's Robert Lackey, the 111 bike CMRA. This is footage from the Formula 2 Novice race at CMRA Round 6 at Motorsports Ranch Crescent. So basically, this was one of the more difficult races I've ever had. First of all, this footage is courtesy of 360 Fly cameras, so you can see the unique view here. I can look completely around the bike and give you any angle imaginable. So I am going to control the camera on this. Here's what happened. Went to start the race, and well, bike jumped out of gear. I had some trouble finding first. Boy, brush shoulders there. You can see me shaking my head. I was really, really upset. This Formula 2 race, I felt like I had a great opportunity to win. So to get a bad start from the front row was really disheartening. But you can see me just monkey shifting the bike. I was very, very angry. So let's ride along and just see what I'm able to make up here. See, I've already made up a couple positions in the first corner. That scrape that you just heard was my rear set on the left side. Is lower than my right side, it turns out, and I was dragging it around all weekend. That has since been alleviated, but it sure caused me some problems. You can see me shaking my head there. I was just frustrated. I couldn't get any more out of the bike on the left-handers. I especially had to be careful here in the ricochet and some of these fast left-handers, because if I drag a peg, through one of those fast turns, it was going to be rough. So I really had to watch the lean angle there. Coming up here on Henry Vaux, I believe that is. And Ducati. There's that peg again. I was really pushing it, man, and yeah, it was so frustrating. I wish I had a different rear set bracket with me so I could have raised it up, but I dealt with it and it became more chamfered throughout the weekend, so I got a little bit more lean angle out of it as the weekend went on. Going through Big Bend here, fast left-hander. I did skim the peg a few times through there, which was, well, it made me pucker a little bit, to say the least. There goes Brad McNaught, anyway, down on the inside. Rab is super fast on that Duke, and I tried to hang with him now. Check out what happens. Peg. Big scrape. Yeah. Coming up on Andrew here and Damian Falcon. Andrew was not on his regular bike, so he had a tough time. The bike that he was riding was a loaner, had some worn out suspension, so struggle for Andrew, but he rode good, all things considered. Now Damian Falcon here is Provnov I'm coming up on. This guy came out of nowhere and surprised all of us. Really gave a good run all weekend, and as you will see here, he's going to make me fight for it. And he dragged that peg through Big Bend. So there goes Damien around the outside. He pushed it wide, I capitalized, and off I went. Good drive out of ricochet, which I did all weekend. Really felt good out of ricochet. Allowed me to put an early gap there on Damien and Andrew. So again, my footage here is courtesy of 360 Fly Cameras. They've been an awesome sponsor this past couple years, sending me swag and new prototype attachments and keychains and shirts and stickers and all that stuff. But the footage that I get out of this camera is really cool. Usually I'll leave it open to let the user modify the camera angle, and you can adapt it, or you can manipulate it on your own. Like if you watch on YouTube, I've got some videos there that are open where you can move all around. Depending on the device that you use, the resolution's not great, and that's YouTube's fault. But what I found was a lot of people don't like doing that. They just want to watch the video. So in this one, and typically what I'll do is I've started just reviewing the race, and then I'll edit it like this on my own, and just adjust the camera for you so you can see the best bits of the action. Another sponsor I have to thank, Oklahoma City Volkswagen. You see on my back, on my left leg, you see the Thompson Mitsubishi logo. Oklahoma City Volkswagen and Thompson Mitsubishi have been my top sponsors. And then TMP Motorcycle Parts, Sean Brown, the motorcycle actually belongs to him. I've got a couple of his motorcycles, and we've campaigned those this year. Sean's been great with part support, obviously, and the bikes. So TMP Motorcycle Parts has been an amazing sponsor for us, and I appreciate that. Take a look back here at Damien. I just crossed the start-finish line. That's the halfway flag. So you just saw the green and white crossed flags. That means it's halfway. The Formula 2 race, this was a real challenge. I started to get tired here about halfway through the race. I really pushed those first few laps. But I did see that Chandler, he's still within striking distance, I'd say, given that's the halfway point. So I wasn't giving up. I was really pushing here, but getting a little fatigued. Through Ricochet, down that back straight. So still a big lead here. So everything appears to be going my way. I've clawed my way back to second place despite the terrible start, and I know that I'm in second place points. So I'm kind of thinking to myself at this point, am I going to catch Chandler, or do I just lay back and get some decent points out of this? So I kind of came into the rattlesnake lazy here. Damien's still pretty far back there. You see he's starting to gap Andrew a little bit. See a scrape there from the peg going into Ricochet. That's a pucker moment. Not a big fan of scraping pegs at 100 miles an hour. By the way, I've since resolved that. I did find a bracket and get that rear set adjusted once I figured out what was going on there. So shouldn't be a problem going into next weekend at Hallett. But I'll say this, the tires, the Bridgestone slicks, were absolutely awesome all weekend. You can see I'm getting on the gas really early in some of these corners and just sliding the back end out and just pointing and shooting the bike. Full confidence in the tires all weekend. So we're back on the front straight. We'll look back. You see, I've still got a good lead here. Coming into the rattlesnake, and this is where I started to get lazy. Started to sit back. You see Damien is chipping away at that lead. consistently got a good drive out of that corner all weekend. Came fast through ricochet all weekend. That was a section I made up a lot of time on faster bikes. This next few turns, not so much. I kind of lost it back. All of a sudden, there's Falcon. So let's watch him. Come through turn 1, scraping through Big Bend. He's got a really good run going on me here. And then he late brakes. And this is the final lap, guys. So he late braked on me going into Rattlesnake. And now I'm just beside myself. I let my guard up, and now I'm pushing too hard. You can hear the bike dragging, and I know I've got just a few turns left to try to make a move here. Trying to stay in the draft down the back stretch. Brake as late as possible. See, I missed my apex there. I kept it wide. I'm trying to stay in the draft. Thought maybe I'd get a look on the inside there. I didn't. And I know that this right here is my last chance. Last chance to pass is going to be through this section. And it's not a fun place to pass because it's very fast and you're just completely leaned over. You don't know what the other rider's going to do. And I hung back. You hear me backing off the throttle. Tried to get a drive. And I just didn't have it. I was angry. I was pretty angry. So I got to give a tip of the cap to Damian Falcon, man. What a great ride. That was awesome. Really surprised me. I had to give him a thumbs up. So anyway, that was it. Formula 2 race. I finished third, all things considered. Can't be too upset despite what you see in this video. So thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.